What's up, y'all? My name is Psych Mike, and I'm about to show y'all what I did in 24 hours backstage with Lil Boosie at the Millenium Tour 2025. So this is me at about 7 in the morning, driving to Cincinnati to catch my flight to Baltimore. I live about an hour away from the airport. So I got to the airport, I parked my car, then I hopped in the shuttle, which comes every 15 minutes, so she can take me to my terminal. The shuttle driver was real cool, you know what I'm saying? She reminded me of one of my aunties. This woman was funny, she was talkative, she was telling me how she loves her job, and she been doing it for like 20-something years. So as you can see, I was on there by myself, which is always a good thing, to me anyway. So I walked into the Cincinnati airport, and immediately I seen some dope paintings on the wall of some black people doing some interesting things. You can't tell by this video, but that wall is like 20 feet tall, so I thought that was pretty dope. They had to do it with dreads, like driving a train or something. It was pretty dope. So I got on the plane, and it was one of them small planes. I was mad. I didn't know it was going to be small like that, bro. My legs was cramped up, you know what I'm saying? And it's a connector flight. I didn't know that neither, so I'm on my way to Chicago. So I get to the Chicago airport. Chicago O'Hare International Airport is like the second or third busiest airport in the world. And it was snowing in Chi-Town. You can see some of it right there. Yeah, you can see it. It was snowing pretty bad in Chi-Town. That made me a little bit nervous for my next flight, too. I always like going to Chicago airport anyway, because they always got interesting things in there, good food, like that dinosaur right there. Look at that dinosaur skeleton. I thought that was pretty crazy. I'm walking through the airport, trying to find my gate. Like I said, it's a huge airport, you know what I mean? Walk past the dinosaur again, keep looking up at the signs, trying to find my gate. Oh, that's just me talking shit to the camera. Don't pay no attention to that. Then I finally get on the plane. It's a much, much better flight. A lot of leg room. They got an in-flight movie. I picked Gladiator 2 because I haven't seen it yet, so that was perfect for me. I love Gladiator movies and stuff like that, movies about Rome and everything. Like I said, the flight was smooth, a lot of leg room. I was real comfortable. I got off the plane about 10:30, 11 in the morning. Now I'm finally at my destination, Baltimore, Maryland. Now, I didn't know that you were supposed to be across the street on the other side to catch the Uber, bro. So I sat right there on that side like a big dummy till I walked over there. You know what I'm saying? Then my Uber came right on time just as I walked across the street. He can't speak English, so we whipped out the translator, start translating each other. I get to my room, check in. Now it's time to check out my room, see where I'm going to be staying at for the next 12 hours. It had a nice little view of downtown Baltimore, king-size bed, couch so I can lounge and watch TV. I look out the window, see what I can see downtown Baltimore, typical hotel shit. So I put on some clothes right quick, catch an Uber to the arena. The Uber dropped me off at the arena, and the first thing I do when I get to an arena is go to sound check and go check out the stage, see what the stage look like. This is what the stage looked like at the Millenium Tour before a show when people doing sound check. I think Ray J had just got finished doing his sound check. So this the stage. This all the jumbotrons. They got pyro, smoke, fire. It's a pretty big arena, too. I think this one was like 14,000. I can't remember. It's called CFG Bank Arena. Now, when I was rapping a long time ago, I did my thing. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna cap, though. I ain't never performed on a stage this big. So it's always fun to go up on stage to see what it's like, to be a performer that performs in front of this many people, Then I went to the hospitality room. Even though I was fasting, I still got me a plate to go because it was like 7-something. That was jerk chicken right there. That was some type of wrapped fish right there. It was fire. Turkey, meatloaf, vegetables, greens, potatoes, rice, spinach, corn, rolls. They had all type of stuff in there. I always get me a plate to go so I can eat it later on. Then I went to Boosie locker room, and it was like, it's almost time to get on stage. So we start walking to the stage. We was like 15 minutes early, so we walking slow, just casually coming through, The closer we get to the stage, the crowd noise getting louder and louder. RSVP is on stage right now, so after they get done performing, that's when we go on stage. RSVP is Ray J, Sammy, Bobby Valentino, and Pleasure P. That's Ray J right there coming off. That's Bobby Valentino, then Pleasure P, then Sammy. Okay, so now Boosie's DJ done took over the set. Shout out to DJ Sosa. He getting the crowd pumped up, getting them ready for Boosie. And Boo going back and forth in his head what he about to do on stage. He's a perfectionist. And look, the crowd getting hyper and hyper. Boosie is too. He could feel that shit. And now it's time to walk on the platform, but they still can't see Boosie because he behind the jumbotron. They know he coming by now, though, for sure. They still can't see him yet. He back there pacing like a boxer before the fight.
They said we was too righteous for the Millenium Tour, right? They said we was too gangster for the Millenium Tour, right? But ain't no Millenium Tour and us in this motherfucker, y'all make some noise in this bitch. Before I bring this next artist out, I need every cell phone light up in the sky right now. I need every single cell phone light up in the sky.
And once they light their cell phone lights up, they know Boosie about to come out.
If you STD free, put a cell phone up in the sky. If you make more money than your ex-boyfriend, new bitch, put a cell phone up in the sky. DJ Bro.
And now it's time. When you hear that little beat, he about to go on stage. The hardest working man in showbiz to me. I done seen it. Boosie badass. Legend.
Let's go, Baltimore. Let's go, Baltimore. How we pull up? How we pull up? I pull up at the club. Tag on you, but I'm transfer. Red King, red pipes on G, red in the back. Red bone with the grip. Pussy nigga, come and hit me with it. Real recognize, real nigga, drop. You can tell I can't buy the back.
And this one of my favorite parts of the show. This when he start that crowd participation.
I'm finna take them to the house game with me. I want to see if they lose. Let's go, DJ. Grab a person on side you. Grab a person on fucking side you. We in Baltimore, we finna go crazy. Oh shit. They done put Boosie on the Millenium Tour. This bitch finna get ratchet tonight. We finna get ratchet in this bitch tonight. You better get this shit on yesterday.
Now imagine making 12,000 people swag surf at the same time. That's crazy, bro. I'm telling you. And then check this out. Imagine having 12,000 people tell you they love you all at one time, though.
If you got love for Boosie, say I love you, Boosie.
Wow. And this is when the show gets turned up to a whole nother level. When he performs Set It Off. Every time. Every time he performed this song, it feel like the arena about to come down, bro. I swear to God, I'm telling you. I just be chilling on stage in my own world, just vibing for real. I'm telling you, man. So after Boosie got done performing, they went back to the locker room, and I stayed out front to watch one of my favorite rappers of all time, Rick Ross. I don't care what 50 Cent talking about. Rick Ross is that dude. Oh. And this is one of my favorite joints of all time. I was in Miami when this came out. Straight pandemonium. You hear me? Then after Rick Ross, Plies came out. He always got a lot of energy. I like watching his set too.
Let's go. I'm just 12:45. Been at it all week. What? Praying like a saint. This shit crazy.
Then after Plies, then came Bow Wow. Of course, that's home team. Shout out to Shad. Shout out to DJ Just. Shout out to Andy and the whole team. Big shout out to my boy Bart. Smoke almost got him right there. He be cutting it close, bruh. He almost got burnt by that fire right there. I was right there. And Bow Wow always got a crazy set. I mean, crazy. I like this light show he put on during this set right here. I thought that was pretty dope. It looked like he was in a light bubble. That's hard. Pause. So after Bow Wow, Omarion came out. He still got moves, y'all, for real. I think he like 40, 41 years old. Still doing backflips and everything like he was 19. I told you, look at him. Wham, wham, wham. Bop, bop. Hit him with the Olay. Ah, that Olay hard though. So after Omarion, then Trey Songz hit the stage. You know all the ladies love Trigger Trey. Trigger.
Hold on. I said, yeah.
So after all of that, I went backstage, bumped into my boy Kane from Yin Yang Twins. He always got high energy. That's my dog. I met these girls back there, so we were just vibing out, kicking it. They wanted to chill. And if you're wondering why that camera going around like that, I also ran into a filmmaker that said he does movies. And he was like, hey, man, you mind if I get y'all on film? You know, y'all might want to put y'all in my next movie. So I said, I don't care. We just chilling. So they was like, yeah, let's do it. And one of the girls, the one on my left, she was actually on Jocelyn's show on Zeus, that reality show. And she's the winner, too. She the one that won. So she was real turned up. I liked her energy, too. So finally, I headed back to my room. I got there. I couldn't wait to just kick my shoes off. I mean, I was only gone for like 6 hours, but still, I was ready to lay down. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes it be like that. So I woke up, looked out that window again just to see the Baltimore skyline. I always like doing that for some reason. I don't know why. I got up kind of early, too, because I don't know how this Uber gonna act. So I went to the bathroom, brushed my teeth. I already had the shower running before I take a shower on all hots. I like the bathroom real steamy before I take a shower. Now it's time to go, you know. Oh, yeah, remember her? She came by my room last night so we can study. Turns out she was a nice girl, but I gotta go. Time to go downstairs and meet the Uber. And like I said, I'm a little early, so, I always like being early. So I come outside. I'm like, well, let me sit out here for like 10 minutes, wait for the Uber. So when I come outside, I didn't even realize, because I was rushing yesterday, that my hotel is right across the street from where the Baltimore Orioles play, I'm not a baseball fan or nothing, but I thought that was pretty dope, you know what I'm saying? Walked across the street, seen this statue of some dude. He was the MVP in World Series number something. I thought that was pretty cool. It was a black guy. I thought that was pretty cool. But looked around, seeing what's happening. That's my room up there on the left. Bye, friend. Hopped in the Uber on my way back to Baltimore International Airport. I'm looking out the window. Remind me of The Wire. Look at that. Look. If you can see in the distance, it looked like them houses that used to be on The Wire. That's what this ride reminded me of. I don't know why. So the Uber driver dropped me off. Got to the Baltimore airport. Walking around, looking around. Yeah, now trying to find my gate again. This airport, it wasn't that big, so it was fairly easy to find my gate. Got back on the flight. That's that good flight again. That's gonna take me to Chicago. Finished watching Gladiator 2 because I was only able to watch like an hour and a half. That movie's like almost 3 hours long, bro. It's a long movie. I finished it though. Now get back to Chicago. Now I'm in Chicago, O'Hare International Airport again. Right back. That restaurant was cool. It had all the Chicago Blackhawks jerseys in there, signed, autographed by the players. That's pretty dope. And like I said before, I always like going to Chicago Airport because I always see something different every time I go in there. Hop back on the crowded flight with no leg room on the way back to Cincinnati. I hate this flight. That flight from Chicago to Cincinnati is not, it ain't it. It ain't it. It just ain't it. I just be looking out the window, just counting the minutes. Got back to Cincinnati, about to get on this walking escalator thing so I can get back to my car and drive back to Lexington. I always know I'm back in Cincinnati when I see the Frisch's sign. When I see that Frisch's big boy, when I see that Frisch's restaurant, I know I'm back in the Natty, Jack. Then I got on the shuttle, hopped back in my car. Now it's time to drive back to Lexington. About an hour and 10-minute drive. It ain't nothing. So that's what 24 hours of my life looks like. Millenium Tour 2025, backstage with Boosie, Baltimore edition. Stay tuned for my next city on tour. Oh, and make sure you hit that like, share, and subscribe button. I'ma holler at y'all next time, man. Oh yeah, and don't forget, whether you like it or not, you are now part of the Psych Mike experiment. I'm out.